It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Noel. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers, especially on my birthday. Sorry, it's my birthday. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that, let's jump right in. Okay, guys, so we did a video on Erika Girardi boarding a private jet, and everyone is going crazy over it. Everyone thinks that it's completely insensitive, and they're like, how are you continuing on with your lavish lifestyle? Well, I do have to say this. After the last video I did, I saw a comment on there saying, Adam, how dare you? I can't believe you're going to defend Erika. You're going to lose 50 subscribers, yada, yada, yada. Guys, just to be fair, I'm not defending anyone, and I do feel for the victims. I'm saying I think it's absolutely atrocious, everything that Tom Girardi has allegedly done, especially when it comes to embezzling, allegedly, these victims' money. I think it's disgusting, and that video, the documentary, honestly brought tears to my eyes because it's just, the whole situation just makes you feel gross. I'm not defending anybody, but also being on here in the world of being fair as far as journalism, I have to sit here, and also I don't want to get sued by anybody. I have to sit here and just play devil's advocate a little bit because no one has been convicted in the court of law. I'm not a judge. I don't have a gavel. So I can't go on here and be like, Erika Girardi is guilty, take her down. I can't do that because that's not right. I can sit here and say that I don't believe everything that's being said as far as her, and maybe I don't necessarily believe that she doesn't know where things are. I don't know, but I can't come on here and just crucify Erika Girardi. It's not, one, it's not right because she hasn't been convicted yet, even though I do have my own beliefs. Trust me, I damn well do. And two, I really don't want to get sued by Erika Girardi's defense team. So with that, guys, I am here to talk about the fact that she did board that private jet. We already talked about that, but now fans are going crazy over the $189,000 Cartier ring that she's wearing. Now, she did an interview with Marie Claire talking about how she got the ring, and she said, listen, I was chasing that ring around the world for so many years, and finally one year Santa Claus came through. Santa Claus, aka Tom Girardi. And I know fans are saying, well, that's not even your ring because that allegedly was bought with stolen money from the victims. Okay, so now that's why fans are pissed off the fact that she's flaunting it all over the place with her little cheeky smile. And, you know, I can see why everyone's mad. Some of the fans said, why is she flexing around? Meaning, why is she running around with, you know, over $200,000 worth of diamonds and clothes on her back, especially when it seems like it's insensitive to the victims? Okay. Another person commented and said, the whole divorce is a sham. It's all smoke and mirrors. All right. And then another comment said, sell it and give it to the victims. I agree with that. I think that if there's any diamonds, I think if there's any clothes, if there's anything that you can do to potentially help some of these victims get their money back, 100%. Give it back, right? Hand over the goods, and then write a tell-all book. Sign a deal with Netflix. Do something, tell your side of the story in a tell-all interview, and then make your money back. You still have the platform of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and it would be so easy for her to regain. And not only that, she's been running in this lavish life of a social setting, social circles for quite some time. She will be fine. She will end up marrying somebody else who has a lot of money. I'm sure it's not going to take long, and I'm sure there's somebody else out there who will be funding her lifestyle once again. So in the meantime, I do agree. I think that some of these, or if not, I think she should hand over as much as it takes on her end that she has to give that can pay off the victims. Now, there was one victim in particular, Joseph Rui Gomez, who was on the documentary. He suffered over 90% of his body has suffered burns after the PG&E pipeline gas burst. Guys, this was intense. And just to even watch him and hear his story, that was probably the most gut-wrenching to me. And now he's trying to bring in Erika Girardi into the $11.5 million lawsuit against Thomas Girardi. He feels like Erika Girardi has, allegedly received all of these funds from Girardi Keese to her company that they were transferred. And they're alleging that it was over $20 million. So he's like, wait a minute. No, that's his wife. And she needs to come off the money too. Somebody needs to pay me the $11.5 million to be able to live the rest of my life after suffering 90% of my body suffering from burns. I agree with him. I agree that somebody needs to pay for this, especially because Thomas Girardi already won the money in the first place. So that money should have been transferred over to him long ago, but it wasn't. So now he's trying to bring Erika Girardi into the case, and he thinks that by doing so, it might be easier for him to obtain the money that's due. Okay, Joseph, I think that's the right route to go. Joseph's lawyer said each and every day that Erika is not examined under penalty and perjury. As to the whereabouts of the debtor's assets, creditors of the debtor's estate are potentially harmed due to the braggadocious and lavish lifestyle that she flaunts before the public. Oof. Between Joseph Ruigomez's lawyer and also Ronald Richards, I do honestly believe whatever needs to happen will happen, especially because we've already talked about this. We know the court ordered in June that Erika Girardi, even though they're saying she wasn't willing to cooperate, and she was saying that she was willing to cooperate and hand over her financials. Now, the court has definitely ordered her, like, listen, whatever books you have, pay stubs, paychecks, anything affiliated with EJ Global, Pretty Mess Inc., any affiliated companies, you need to hand over those finances, because we need to see the books. We need to see exactly where your money was coming from, how it was going out, what accounts it was going out from, and they're going to trace every single thing. There was another lawyer who said, you can't hide from the government. It's all traceable. And I think that's true. To be honest with you, once the financials are handed over, it's going to be very telling as to whether or not Erika Girardi knew or did not know, had or did not have any foul play. It's going to be very revealing, to say the least. Now, on July 19th, the week of, her accountant / manager, also her divorce attorney, and her landlord are all being called in because they need to share how they've been paid as well. They need to share the conversations they've had with Erika, any text threads, what checking account she's writing her checks out of to pay anyone. They have to share every single thing that the court asks. If not, they can get in trouble as well. So why would they not come off of this information? They're also saying that Erika right now is extremely nervous about going broke ahead of her 50th birthday because her once lavish lifestyle is kind of crumbling before her. Now, her soon-to-be ex-husband did say at one point they had $50 to $80 million. And I know what a lot of people are saying. Erika's going to be fine. She has the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills platform. She can make money from that, small gigs, social media, etc. And I agree. It's just not the same lavish lifestyle that you're used to. You're not flying around on 2 private jets, living in a 16,000 square foot mansion, driving Ferraris and Lambos, having $40,000 a month in glam. Who needs all of that anyways? Welcome back to the real world. Now, guys, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 11 is airing every Wednesday. And as it comes out more and more, we're seeing Erika Girardi have some of these tough conversations as the women ask the hard questions. Now we're waiting for the big moment where Sutton Strack and Dorit Kemsley go at Erika across the table and ask her about the widows and orphans. And she's going to explain that no one knew exactly what was going on except for Tom Girardi. But apparently Sutton keeps pressing because she doesn't believe Erika. This is the moment where Erika Girardi tells her to shut the f up. And Sutton looks like she's shaking in her boots, to be fair. Even though the Ice Queen and Sutton Strack were bonding in the beginning over a little chirotherapy, it looks like that's going to take a hard turn. Sutton, you were on a good track with Erika, but at the end of the day, is a good track with Erika where any of the women want to be right now? And why aren't most of the women asking tougher questions? Are they just leaving her alone because it's all of the legal stuff so she can't really talk about too much? Or are they afraid of her? Guys, I want to know what you think. What do you think about her boasting the $189,000 Cartier ring? How do you feel about Joseph Ruigomez trying to bring Erika into the case? And how do you feel about the women and how they're treating Erika Girardi this season? If you haven't already, guys, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, go ahead and comment below, answer all the questions, and don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Happy birthday.
Thanks for watching Up and Adam.